This is your WCIA 3 forecast first.
Well, good evening to you. We have had some areas of rain. I tell you, it was heavy at times throughout the course of this afternoon. Some of you picking up a ton of rain. Others not seeing so much with that rainfall as the line of storms that came through kind of fizzled out, and we are no longer dealing with rain in a lot of areas out there. But boy, as that sun has come back out, it has made things very humid out there, and that humidity level is what is going to kind of stay up here over the next couple of days into the weekend. As you can see, we had some of those storms earlier, but things are looking a lot calmer now. Let's look at the temperatures. 82 in Champaign. Rain-cooled 74 down in Effingham. There's Neal Street. The sun's back out, but it's a warm one out there. The heat, humidity cranking. We'll talk about that and additional storm chances in the forecast coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
I think collectively we all have been through this experience together, and it has really shown us how connected we truly are, no matter where we are in the world.
It took way longer than expected, but today Macon County public health officials told their community to pat themselves on the back. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. They are saying thank you to those they serve for dealing with the tough times during the pandemic, but they're also telling them to be careful once the state reopens on Friday. WCIA 3's Cole Henke live in Decatur now. So Cole, they are not ready to say the pandemic is over yet.
Yeah, that's right. They were very clear that the pandemic is not over and the potential for spread is still there. Now, Macon County is behind the curve when it comes to vaccinations compared to other counties just here in central Illinois. Only 34% of the population in Macon County has been fully vaccinated, compared to 45% over just neighboring in Sangamon County, which means the county has to try new tactics to get people vaccinated without the incentive of getting back to normal on their side.
Just because it's not, an indicator of whether or not things can open up does not mean it may or may not impact someone's life. Some of the effectiveness of this vaccine is to not have as severe of cases or hospitalizations or deaths. So people are still going to have COVID-19, but can we save their life?
The state went in line with the CDC's latest mask guidance, which says anybody who is fully vaccinated does not have to wear a mask outside or in public spaces. But private businesses still do hold the right to require people to wear masks inside. And for those that still haven't gotten their vaccine, all the health officials that were there today encourage them to talk with their doctors, with their healthcare providers, to figure out what the best course of action would be for them. Reporting in Decatur, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA 3. Your local news leader.
Cole, thank you so much. Now, taking a look at vaccination rates at other counties in central Illinois, more than 43% are fully vaccinated in Champaign County. Iroquois is more than 31%. Ford is almost at 36%. Vermilion about 29%. To see the rate in your county, just go to our website, WCIA.com. Now, across Illinois, 44% of the population is fully vaccinated. For adults, it's 51%. More than 44,000 got a dose yesterday. 365 new COVID cases were announced. 11 more people have died. The positivity rate is now down to 1.3%. And if you haven't gotten your vaccine yet, the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District is having a free clinic for families in a unique spot here. It's going to be held at the Sholem Aquatic Center starting at 7 o'clock on Friday in Champaign. Anybody 12 and up is eligible to get a shot. The health department says the clinic is later than usual to target those who normally work 9 to 5.
Sometimes, people are working and it can be really hard to come during business hours for clinics. And this was a really family-friendly event that we were really excited about. And so we're definitely targeting anyone in the community that can come.
Here's the kicker. If you get a vaccine or you show your card, you get free admission to the pool, and they're showing Aquaman. You'll also be entered in a raffle to win a prize. Follow up now to the body found in a gas tanker. We now know the victim's name. The Iroquois County coroner says it's Garrett Meyer. He's a 29-year-old from Nashville. That's in southern Illinois. 2 truck drivers found the body in Buckley after their tanker wasn't working correctly. The coroner says authorities are following several good leads. We have an update to a shots fired investigation from last night. Urbana police believe it was a targeted shooting. They were called to the Walgreens in Urbana off of Philo Road. Police recovered video from the scene. They say two people were walking from Salt and Light to Walgreens. A car pulled up and someone shot at them. Both ran away without getting hurt, but a storefront window was hit. Police are still looking for the suspects. A Springfield man has been found guilty of trying to entice a minor into sexual activity. 42-year-old Rafael Barrios used a social media app to contact someone he thought was a minor. He went to a home to meet who he believed was a 15-year-old girl. Instead, it was the police. He now faces 10 years to life in prison. If you live in central Illinois near Effingham and you own an ATV, be on the lookout. The Effingham County Sheriff's Office has arrested 4 people in connection to a series of 18 ATV robberies across these 5 counties. The sheriff says they've been seeing more reports of missing ATVs since the start of May. Now, so far, 13 of those 18 have been recovered, but they believe there's still more than those 18 that are missing and more suspects involved.
All of the owners of those vehicles have been contacted by the police. So if you see this broadcast and you're wondering if your ATV has been recovered or your motorcycle, we've already notified those people. But this case is still active.
And he says to check to make sure yours hasn't been stolen and to lock your stuff away overnight. And just outside of Effingham, one farmer in Jasper says his utility vehicle was stolen. His family farm owns 2 of them. He says he normally leaves his equipment parked in front of his house. But 2 weeks ago, a group of people, he said, was staking the area, stole it overnight. He still has one, but he says it slowed down work on the farm significantly.
I just hope they find the guys that got it. I mean, I hope they need to be punished, I think. Maybe they'll learn something.
They say they're looking to replace it, but are stuck figuring out how they're going to pay for it. There will soon be a new state police squad car on the highway. There are new commemorative squad cars for the agency's 100th birthday. The new cars are designed to look like the first cars the agency ever used. Right now, the one we showed you is one of a kind in the fleet. The agency will turn in 100 in April of next year. The Decatur School Board will discuss the employment of an interim superintendent tonight. Community members last night said they weren't happy with the transition process. They said they weren't being listened to. They say someone should be hired full-time as interim rather than part-time. The board is meeting tonight at 6:30. We'll tell you what happens. If you couldn't visit some websites this morning, you weren't alone. It wasn't your phone or computer. What caused them to go dark? Plus more on the January 6th attack at the U.S. Capitol, what a report says Capitol Police didn't do.